I was here at the Apple Park for the launch of the latest, the greatest, and the best iPhone that Apple has ever made, the iPhone 16 series. And you know what? There are some really interesting changes that makes this iPhone upgrade worthy. As usual, there are 4 iPhones, but this time the non-Pro model got a lot more updates compared to the Pro one. I'll tell you all about it. Let's get started. First of all, these are all the colors that you will get on the non-Pro. I really like the green one as it looks even better in real life. And with the Pro, you get a brand new color. It looks stunning, as you can see here. Now, coming to the upgrades. This year, the non-Pro series will be powered by the current generation A18 processor, and that brings a huge upgrade in terms of performance. And Apple hasn't done it just to be nice. They did it because it was necessary for the AI capabilities and they had to do it. But whatever the reason might be, it's good for us. This new chipset is based on 2nd generation 3nm technology, and there's a 5-core GPU that will be able to run AAA titles easily and will also support ray tracing. In simple words, iPhone 16 is 30% more powerful than iPhone 15 and is also more power efficient. For the iPhone 16 Pro and the 16 Pro Max, we are getting the A18 Pro, which has a larger CPU cache than the A18 and an additional GPU as well. And not just that, there's also a graphite structure to keep the phone cool so that it can give better sustained performance without getting warm. Apple says that iPhone 16 Pro will be 20% faster than 15 Pro, and the next generation ML accelerator helps run Apple Intelligence faster on the 16 Pro than 15 Pro. Apart from the processor, there are some design changes too. First of all, the camera placement on the base series has been changed from diagonal to vertical, and you now get the action button on all 4 iPhones. And it's not just that, there's a new button too, the camera control button. It's quite useful and very interesting. This is a capacitive button with tactile feedback. You can just press it once and it'll open the camera app. Press it again, it'll click a picture for you. Now, let's say you want to zoom in a little. You can simply double press to choose and then slide on this button to zoom in as much as you like. Pretty neat, right? You can double press on this button. From there, you can choose different options like exposure, focal length, different modes, and more. Lastly, you can just long press to record videos, and once you let go the button, the recording will stop. This button definitely makes the camera experience even better. You get your basic controls right there, and you can see the change happening in real time in the viewfinder. It's cleaner and more intuitive. There's also this visual intelligence feature built into this button. You can just tap and hold the camera and it'll show you the details. Kinda like Google Lens, but it's not live yet. And if I talk about the displays, the non-Pros are still stuck at 60Hz but are now brighter at 2000 nits. And not a lot has changed for the Pros, but the bezels are now thinner. Now, Apple has shown some disparity in terms of displays, but when it comes to Apple Intelligence, you get all the new features in all 4 iPhones. But not at the launch. I think they're still giving finishing touches. It's not ready yet. The features that they showcased on stage were quite promising, like working with text to adjust the tone, proofreading a message, a dedicated image playground app, summarized notifications, and more. I tested note summarization and searching for a photo with the prompt, and both work just fine. Siri also understands the context better, but don't get your hopes high. It's just slightly better. And now you can type to Siri as well, which is nice. See, in terms of Apple Intelligence, I think we'll have to wait for some more time before we can actually test all the features that they showcased on stage. But for now, let's talk about the cameras. In the non-Pro, the camera setup remains the same as the last time, but the ultra-wide lens gets autofocus, so you can take macro shots with it. And obviously, the new camera setup helps in taking spatial photos or videos. In the Pros, the primary camera remains the same, but the ultra-wide camera has been upgraded to a 48-megapixel sensor, which is great to see, as this will compare well against the 48-megapixel ultra-wide camera that we saw on the Pixel 9 series. And yeah, this time, the Pro also gets the 5x periscope lens, which was exclusive to the Pro Max last year. Other than that, there are some new photographic styles to choose from. You can now finally pause the video recording rather than stopping and shooting again. I actually needed this feature. The mics on the new iPhones also got better, as they can now reduce wind noise in the final video. And it's not just the wind noise, it can also completely cut off people talking in the background. Last but not the least, on the new iPhone Pros, you can now record 4K 120fps videos with Dolby Vision, ProRes, or even log. Now this is amazing for videographers or even content creators. I mean, shooting with an iPhone not only gives you good quality footages, but also adds a lot to the convenience. And with these new set of features, it'll be even more useful. When it comes to the battery, you get slightly bigger batteries on all 4 iPhones, and the MagSafe charging speeds have been upgraded to 25 watts, but the wired charging is still stuck at 20 watts. Yes, faster wireless charging speeds than wired. This is weirdness on another level. And now, let's talk about the Indian pricing of iPhone 16 series. The iPhone 16 and the 16 Plus start at the same pricing as last year, that is $79,990 for the base and $89,990 for the Plus. Both the models will still start at 128GB, which is sad for a 60Hz panel. But there's some surprise in the Pro model's pricing. Both the Pro and the Pro Max starting price is 15,000 rupees cheaper than last year. Thanks to Apple for assembling the Pro models in India. But still, the Pro model starts at 128GB only. I would have liked the base model to be 256GB, as I definitely plan to take lots and lots photos and videos with the new cameras. So what do you guys think about the new iPhones? Tell me in the comments and subscribe to our channel for more amazing tech videos. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next one.